Welcome everybody to the Daily Horizon View. The date today is the 5th of the 6th, 2019. As always, we're taking a look at our ASX exchange traded funds. That's the top 5's. Our spotlight today is RBTZ, which is the BetaShares Global Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF. Stick around for that. I think it's quite worthwhile. This is KrackTheSky, and we're here to give you guys financial education, build your confidence, and get you guys investing for yourself. So please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, but please watch along. I think we'll learn a great deal of information just to see what's happening in the world of investing, and especially ETFs, which is our focus here. So let's get stuck into our top 5 rises. We saw food, tech, hack, RBTZ, which is our spotlight. So hang around for that one. That's very, very interesting. And Cure. So food, we saw a percentage rise today of 3.97%, which equated to 21 cents on a reasonably light volume, I suppose, of 3,800 shares traded. So our top 5 percentage falls today. We saw QAG, MVA, SLF, VAP, and AUMF. So QAG, as most will remember from the Spotlight video yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go back and have a look at it. That's the BetaShares Agricultural ETF. That's currency hedged and it's synthetic. It's a pretty small ETF, $3 million, relatively new. So we saw a fall in the price today of 2.34%, which equated to 14 cents on quite a low volume of 1,600 shares traded. So top 5 dollar rises, we saw SPY, IHVV, IBV, IJH, and VTS. So SPY or SPY is the State Street Spider S&P 500 ETF trust, and that, as the name suggests, tracks the S&P 500 index. That's a relatively small ETF as well, 31 million roughly for the market cap. You get a small dividend yield of 1.76%. We saw a rise today of $7.50, which equates to 1.9% on relatively thin volume there of 1,200 shares traded. Okay, let's have a look at the top 5 dollar falls. We saw VAP, NVA, SLF, AUMF, ETPMPT. For those who may have been watching along, VAP is the Vanguard Australia Property Securities Index. That one has a market cap of $1.3 billion. Dividend yield of 8.82%, which is very healthy, one of the top yielding ETFs in the market. This one is highly rated by Morningstar, given a gold rating, so that's the top rating. So we saw a fall of $1.20 today, which equates to 1.33% on a pretty strong volume of 26,800 shares traded. Top 5 number of trades today. We saw STW, IAA, VAS, VGS, and IOO. For those who may have forgotten, STW is the State Street Spider S&P ASX 200 fund, designed to provide low portfolio turnover, accurate index tracking, and low costs. So this is probably one of the better ones for costs in the market. We've got a Market cap of roughly $3.6 billion. So we saw today 225 trades through the market, all on the upside, or most of them on the upside. By the look of it, we saw an increase in the share price of 43 cents, which equates to 0.73%. Top 5 for volume, we saw IOZ, Bond, MVOL, IOO, and NDQ. So IOZ is the iShares Core S&P ASX 200 ETF, and that tracks the performance of the 200 largest index, 200 largest companies on the index, I should say. That one's got a market cap of $1.2 billion, pretty healthy dividend yield of 4.14%. We saw pretty strong volume today, 234,600 shares traded, mostly on the upside, but look at it, we saw a rise in the share price of 10 cents, which equates to 0.38%. Top 5 of value, we saw IOO, IOZ, VAS, MVOL, and Bond. So IOO is the iShares Global 100 ETF. This one tracks the S&P Global 100 Index, which measures the performance of stocks of 100 largest global companies. This one has a market cap of roughly $1.5 billion. You'll have a dividend yield on this one of 1.97%, which is not too bad for this type of ETF, and Morningstar give this ETF a bronze rating, so yeah, sort of 3 out of 5 if you're going to give it a number score. We saw just under $9 million value of the shares traded today. Looks like it was trading on the upside because we saw a rise in the share price of 99 cents, which equated to 1.49%. Let's take a bit of a deep dive in now and look at our spotlight on RBTZ, which is the BetaShares Global Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF. So we're tracking the performance of the index before all the fees, expenses, blah, 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 provides access to the global robotics and artificial intelligence sector by investing in companies that are involved in the production or use of robotics and automation products and services. So why? Provides simple and cost-effective exposure to the leading companies expected to benefit from the increase in adoption and utilization of robotics and AI. The fund invests in companies involved in industrial robotics and automation, non-industrial robotics, artificial intelligence, and autonomous vehicles and drones. Robotics and artificial intelligence is a transformational technology, a mega trend with the ability to disrupt multiple industries due to significant economic incentives related to the aging populations, rising labour costs, and opportunities and opportunities for performance improvements, if I can actually get my words out properly there. So it offers a core component of global equities allocations, providing transparency and diversification benefits, tactical exposure to global robotics and AI industry. So probably one to have a look at as I talk about. So we see a net asset value of $8.71, closed out today at $9.05. Market cap of just under 21 million. Management costs are reasonable for this type of ETF, I think anyway, 0.57%. annual distribution, I'm guessing in July, as it hasn't actually been alive or actually running for 12 months yet. We saw the ETF was pretty much listed last year on the 12th of September 2018. Projected dividend yield is 1.37%. As mentioned before, this ETF offers a simple and cost-effective way to access a diversified portfolio of the world's leading robotics and AI companies. The ETF is a sector and geography agnostic, so the fund's methodology transcends sector, industry, and geographic classification by tracking the emerging themes in AI and robotics. So I think RBTZ could be used as a key component of a portfolio to build tactical exposure to emerging trends of robotics and AI. I think that that younger investors could benefit from investing in these global transformative trends over the long term. So this is one to have a look at. As we always say, it's best to do some research and compare what's out in the market. There are a few types of themes listed on the ASX from different ETF providers. So have a look at Robo, also have a look at ACDC, which is a little bit more on renewable sort of type companies and things like that. And also Hack is more cybersecurity related. If you're also inclined, have a look at Asia. That's a ETF focused pretty much on tech companies in Asia, as the name suggests, but focused on China specifically. Done a video on that one as well, so just go through and search those videos and find the brief review on that one. So you can see the top 10 there on the left-hand side. So I'm not too familiar with a lot of those names, but Nvidia and Mitsubishi, obviously, they're all, the rest of them are companies I've never really heard of, don't know much about, but definitely on the up and coming, a lot of those companies, and they're quite heavily involved in the robotics and artificial intelligence sector. The performance year to date is not that great, so down 8.59%. Pretty much got smashed at the back end of last year, as you can see by the graph, and it's coming back up. So, I mean, long term, I think these are trends you probably need to be involved in or invested in, I should say. So definitely have a look at it. So as always, we're not promoting any particular ETF or product, purely information here. So you need to take your own financial situation into account and get additional information and complete further research as and where required before we make any purchases. As mentioned before, we're here to give you financial just information, I suppose, trying to demystify the whole world and make it not as scary as it appears at times. So we're here to crack your financial sky, make you guys a bit more confident if we can. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure to hit the bell because you want to know when the new videos come through. Sometimes I try to get them out at the end of every day, but sometimes it just doesn't happen depending on what else I'm doing at the time. Thanks, guys. Leave a comment. Yes, give us a like. Greatly appreciated. Catch you tomorrow. Ciao.